Hi guys, it's Jilly here and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an evening glam makeup look for Liz and you can read more about it in my blog. I start off by moisturizing her skin. Then I'm applying Becca Backlight Primer on her cheekbones and Cupid's bow with a foundation brush. You can apply this primer all over your face if you prefer. For her foundation, I'm using the Eve Pearl Reverse Contouring Technique on her by applying the lighter shade under her cheekbones and the darker shade all over her face. The darker shade is actually a match to her skin. I will show you a how-to video on this contouring technique next time, so please subscribe so you can get the update. If you'd like to find out more about this foundation, please check out my blog for more information. I've linked my blog in the description box below. Once I'm done putting down the foundation on her skin, I'm just using a damp latex-free sponge to blend it into her skin and her neck. You can use any latex-free sponge for this, like a beauty blender for example. To cover her dark circles, I'm just using Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer. Again, I'm just putting the concealer down on her skin using a brush, and then I'm blending it using a damp sponge I've used earlier. You'll see it in a minute, her under eye circles are gone. I'm just setting her base using a setting powder. Now, I'm priming her eyelids using an eyeshadow primer. For a base color, I'm applying MAC Rice Paper eyeshadow all over her eyelid with a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm applying a transition shade using a MAC 217 blending brush, and I'm placing the color slightly above her crease. For her crease and outer V, I'm applying Urban Decay Whiskey using MAC 217 blending brush to define her eyes. I'm applying Urban Decay Radar with a MAC 239 brush to the middle of her eyelid, blending it into Whiskey to avoid any harsh line. Using the same brush, I'm applying Urban Decay Dirty Sweet on the inner third of her eyelid. I'm just applying Whiskey again on her lower lash line using a MAC 228 mini shader brush. I gave her wing liners, and I have also lined her waterline using a black pencil eyeliner. Since her brows are naturally thin, I'm just filling it in to make it look fuller. For her lashes, I'm just applying mascara on both top and bottom lashes. I'm just applying a brightening powder to highlight under her eyes. I'm contouring her face lightly for extra definition. I'm placing the contour color under her cheekbones and on her temples. For her blush, I'm using Smashbox in Bloom, which is a very pretty rosy color for her skin tone. Now for some shimmer, I'm applying Becca Champagne Pop on her cheekbones using an Eve Pearl fan brush. I also applied this on her Cupid's bow and chin. Yep, she's loving it! Lastly, for her lips, I'm applying Sephora Pink Granita with a lip brush. Alright, she's done and ready to party! I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.